Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. Firstly, Ethiopian federal government, led by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, has sent messages of warning to elders, to even the politicians of the Somali region of Ethiopia. Why is the federal government warning Somali region? What is the reason? What is this warning about? Secondly, today is the last day before the holding of election in Somaliland. Tomorrow, election will be held. Musibe Abdi and Abdirahman are two main candidates. Musibe Abdi yesterday gave his last speech closing his election campaign, and he talked about MoU with Ethiopia. What did he say? Did he try to defend the delay? Did he try to blame Ethiopia for delay? Firstly, viewers, it seems that the Ethiopian federal government is warning politicians, tribal elders in the Somali region. So that in recent months, Prosperity Party backed some gatherings of tribal elders, public gatherings, and the tribal elders gave speeches in support of their Ethiopian identity, though ONLF accused the government of coercing the elders to denounce their Somali identity in favor of Ethiopian identity. Since Ethiopia's Somalia dispute is unresolved and tensions could escalate anytime, Ethiopian government is trying to protect its region, which could be the most vulnerable region in case of heightened military tension between the two countries, because Somalia definitely would try to make inroads into the Somali region, and some elements in the Somali region could start supporting Somalia against the federal government of Ethiopia. ONLF's strategy is unclear too. Over the National Liberation Front has been putting pressure upon the federal government. It withdrew from national dialogue a few days ago. It demanded clarity from the federal government about some statements given by Birhanu Jula, the military chief. So there is definitely political uncertainty in the Somali region of Ethiopia. Reportedly, PM Abiy has warned Somali region politicians, and tribal elders. The Prime Minister said that the freedom which Somali region has today was never experienced by this region in the past. But this freedom should not be taken for granted. It can just disappear suddenly. It can be taken away suddenly. Isn't it a threat? Somali region, in Somali region, military remained as a main player for decades. Why? Because of the uh, armed movement launched by the National Liberation Front. Just like we're seeing in the Amhara region now, that military is the main player here now. Without military, Amhara regional government cannot survive. When the National Liberation Front was an armed group, it fought against security, Ethiopia's security for years. Back then, military was in a very strong position in the Somali. After 2018, we saw the start of a new era. During Tigray war, there was very little deployment of ENDF in Somali region. Somali police had been formed earlier and it was fighting against Al-Shabaab too. ENDF withdrew. It was relocated to Tigray to fight against TPLF. There was less military intervention and role in Somalia in the last 5 to 6 years. Things are changing now. It's clear now that military is strengthening its position here. Military is building up new bases. Military is making big decisions. Prosperity Party leaders are making decisions in consultation with the military. And the National Bush Front, in a statement, said that Somali region is under a virtual military rule. This is what Ethiopian PM Abiy is warning about, that the region could see less freedom, political freedom. By the way, there is no freedom in Somali region or in other parts of Ethiopia. By freedom, we mean that people's rights are respected. They're allowed to exercise their rights. Their fundamental rights are protected. That peaceful political activity is allowed. So peaceful political activity of opposition parties is not allowed in any part of Ethiopia. So how can we say the Somali region is experiencing more freedom? We can only say it has less military role now, but gradually we're seeing more military influence in the Somali. Abiy seems to be warning the region could be put under strict restrictions, maybe under military rule too, if things escalate. And if elements in Somali region of Ethiopia start supporting Somalia. I think this is what he meant. Secondly, viewers, Musavi Abdi, the president of Somaliland, gave a speech yesterday. Electoral campaign has ended in Somaliland. Tomorrow election will be held. Who will win the election? Musavi Abdi or Abdi Rahman? Very close contact. Some say Abdi Rahman is leading, but we'll have to wait to see. Musavi Abdi gave a speech in Somaliland yesterday. He defended the MoU with Ethiopia. In a way, he blamed Ethiopia. Musavi Abdi said, we are waiting for Ethiopia to sign the final agreement. This sentence is, I think, very self-explanatory. It means delay is from Ethiopian side. He made it clear during his speech. He did not say Ethiopia is delaying. He said, we are waiting for Ethiopia to implement the MoU. It means Ethiopia is delaying. Why Ethiopia wants to maybe fight off diplomatic pressure first? It wants to explore all the avenues first. It has been holding talks too with Somalia. It has been hoping to get a better deal too, maybe Djibouti offering as well, Kenya offering too. So Ethiopia explored several venues. Somaliland is waiting. First point. Secondly, he claimed that this MoU is about recognition. This is what I've been saying since last year, that this MoU is more important for Somaliland than for Ethiopia. Recognition is the main demand of Somaliland government. And this is what Musavi Abdi said. He said that this MoU aims at recognition. Somaliland wants international recognition. If Ethiopia withdraws from one part of the MoU, I think it was reported by Reuters a few months ago, where Ethiopia is considering withdrawing from one part of the MoU about recognition. If it happens, this MoU would mean nothing to Somaliland. It won't agree to the implementation of MoU without recognition. This is what Musavi Abdi made clear yesterday. So, delay from Ethiopian side, MoU is about recognition. And for Ethiopia, MoU is about building a naval base, getting coastal land on lease in Somaliland. Thank you for watching.